Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you all are safe at your home. So this video is for the students of class 9th, subject science, chapter number 4, that is structure of an atom. In this video, I would be taking the solutions of assignment number 2. So let's start. Question number 1 is, the atom of an element has 9 protons, 9 electrons and 10 neutrons. So first part is, what is the atomic number of the element? You know that atomic number is equal to number of protons, and the number of protons are 9. So the atomic number is 9. Clear, students? Second part is, what is the mass number of the element? What is the formula to calculate the mass number? Protons plus neutron. So 9 plus 10, that will be 19 U. That is the mass number. Third is, name the element and give its electronic configuration. You know that atomic number is 9. So with atomic number 9, the element is fluorine. The symbol is capital F. Now you have to write the electronic configuration of this fluorine. What is the atomic number? 9. So what will be the electronic configuration? 2, 7. 2 in the K shell, 7 in the L shell. And the next part is, predict the valency. So what will be the valency? The outermost shell will gain 1 electron to become stable, to acquire stable configuration. So the valency is 1. So this was question number 1. Coming to question number 2. From the symbol of sulfur 3216S, find the atomic number. So what is the atomic number? 16. Okay, in the symbol 16 is atomic number and 32 is mass number. So atomic number is 16. Now second part is, find the number of neutrons in the nucleus of an atom of sulfur. So you have to calculate number of neutrons. What is the formula to calculate number of neutrons? Mass number minus atomic number. So what is mass number? 32. What is atomic number? 16. So 32 minus 16. That will be 16. So the neutrons are 16. Third part is, find the electronic configuration of sulfur atom. You have to write the electronic configuration. You know the atomic number, that is 16. So you can write down the electronic configuration. 2 in the first shell, 8 in the second shell and 6 in the third shell. 2, 8, 6. This is the electronic configuration of sulfur atom. Coming to question number 3 now. Question number 3 is, find out the number of valence electrons present in the valence shell of nitrogen and oxygen atom. Explain it on the basis of electronic configuration. Okay, you have to calculate number of valence electrons. What are valence electrons? Electrons present in the outermost shell. Those are called as valence electrons. So nitrogen is given, oxygen is given. So first of all, write down the atomic number. After writing the atomic number, write down the electronic configuration. And from the electronic configuration, calculate the number of valence electrons. For nitrogen, what is the atomic number? 7. Now you have to write the electronic configuration. So it will be 2, 5. Total gives 7. So electronic configuration is 2 in the first shell, 5 in the second shell. So what are the valence electrons? Electrons present in outermost shell. So this is the outermost shell. So the electrons are 5. So valence electrons 5. Similarly, calculate for oxygen atom. Atomic number 8. Now write down the electronic configuration 2 and 6. Now calculate the valence electrons. Electrons present in outermost shell, that is 6. Clear? So this was question number 3rd. Coming to question number 4th. Question number 4th is, one electron is present in the outermost shell of an atom of element X. Okay. One electron is present in the outermost shell. Suppose I take the outermost shell as L. Now only one electron is present in the outermost shell. So the question is, what would be the nature and the value of charge on the ion formed if the electron is removed from the outermost shell? Okay, when we remove this electron from the outermost shell, so what will be the charge? You have to tell the nature, whether it will be positive or negative, and you have to tell the value. What will be the value of that charge? So one electron is present in the outermost shell. Right. So this electron is removed now. Okay. The electron is removed from the outermost shell. So when the electron is removed, means electron has been loose. So what will be the nature? Nature will be positive, because electron has been lost. If electron lost, positive. If electron gained, negative. Here electron is lost, so it is positive. And what is the value of charge? How many electrons are lost? 1. So value of charge is 1. Or we can say valency is 1. Clear? Coming to question number 5th. And in an atom of an element X, 6 electrons are present in the outermost shell. If it acquires noble gas configuration by accepting the requisite means required number of electrons, then what would be the charge on the ion so formed? Okay, 6 electrons are present in the outermost shell, and it is accepting the number of electrons to acquire the noble gas configuration. You have to calculate the charge. Okay, suppose I say in the L shell there are 6 electrons in the outermost shell. Okay, so 2 will be in the first shell, 6 electrons in the outermost shell according to this question. You can take M shell also, one and the same thing. So it is acquiring noble gas configuration by accepting the number of electrons required. So for acquiring noble gas configuration, how many electrons it will accept? This needs to complete its octet. So it will accept 2 electrons in order to acquire noble gas configuration. Right? So what would be the charge? It is accepting, it is gaining. So charge will be negative. And how many electrons are it gained? 2 electrons. So minus 2. Clear? Coming to question number 6. Question number 6 is, will 35 chlorine and 37 chlorine have different valencies? Justify your answer. Okay, the mass number is 35 for this first and mass number is 37 for the second. And you know the atomic number of chlorine? What is the atomic number? 17. 17 is the atomic number, 35 is the mass number. So you have to tell whether these two, they have different valencies or same valencies. If the atomic number is same, that is 17, so like electronic configuration will also be the same. What will be the electronic configuration? 2, 8, 7 in both the cases, because atomic number is same. There are same elements, chlorine and chlorine. So what will be the valency? In both the cases, the valencies will also be same, because they are same atoms, same elements, sorry. Okay, atomic number is same, 17, 17. So valency will also be same. So the answer is justified. Coming to question number 7. Helium atom has 2 electrons in its valence shell, but its valency is not 2. Explain. Helium, symbol is He. Okay. So what is the atomic number of helium? That is 2. So write down the electronic configuration. In the first shell, that is K shell, it will be 2. So now calculate the valency. There are 2 electrons in the valence shell, right? So calculate the valency now. The first shell is 2, means it has doublet configuration. So it is already stable. So what will be the valency? Valency will be 0. Okay? Valency will be 0. Because it is already stable. I told you that the first shell should be doublet. Means 2 electrons. And the other shells, they should complete their octet. So the first shell is already doublet, it has stable configuration, so the valency will be 0, because it will neither gain, neither it will lose the electrons. So valency is 0. So in the question it is saying valency is not 2. Yes, valency is not 2, it is 0. So this is question number 7. Coming to question number 8. Why do helium, neon and argon have a 0 valency? Okay. You have to tell why these 3 have 0 valency. So calculate. Helium. What is the atomic number? 2. So what will be the electronic configuration? 2 in the first shell. Second is neon. Atomic number 10. Electronic configuration will be 2, 8. Third is argon. Argon atomic number is 18. So what will be the electronic configuration? 2, 8, 8. Now calculate the valency of all these 3. What will be the valency? For the first, it will be 0. Same case. It is doublet. First shell, K shell is doublet, it is stable. So valency is 0. Now last shell in neon. It is already octet. It is stable. So valency 0. Coming to argon. The last shell 8, it is already octet, stable configuration, again 0. So all these 3, helium, neon and argon, they have 0 valency, right? So it was asked in the question. You can explain it on the basis of electronic configuration. Coming to question number 9. An element X, it has mass number 4, atomic number 2. You have to write the valency of this element. Now you know the atomic number 2. So first of all, write down the electronic distribution. What will be the electronic configuration? It will be 2 in the first shell, that is K shell. So what is the valency? The first shell, it is doublet in nature, means it is stable. Okay, so valency is 0. Clear? Coming to next question. Question number 10. You have given these 2 figures A and B. So you have been asked to find out the valency of these atoms. In the first case, 2 electrons in the first shell, 8 electrons in the second shell, and in third shell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 electrons in the third shell. So valency is 0. Why? Because the outermost shell it is octet, stable. So neither it will gain nor it will lose the electrons. It is already stable, so valency is 0. In B part, in first shell there are 2 electrons, and in the second shell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 electrons in the second shell. So what will be the valency? Valency will be 1. Why? Because it will gain 1 electron to complete its octet. So in the first case valency 0, second case valency 1. Clear? Moving ahead to question number 11. What information do you get from these three figures X, Y, Z? The atomic number, the mass number, and the valency of the atom. Okay, so you have to tell in each case what is the atomic number, what is the mass number, and what is the valency. So take the first case X. What is the atomic number? Atomic number is equal to number of protons. So in the first case number of protons are 5. So atomic number is 5. In the second case 8 protons. In the third case 15 protons. So 15 atomic number. Clear? Second is mass number. What is the formula to calculate the mass number? It is proton plus neutron. Okay, so proton plus neutron, 5 plus 6, 11. Mass number 11U. 8 plus 10, 18U. 15 plus 16, 31U. Okay, mass number protons plus neutron. Now the third is valency. You need to calculate the valency. How you can calculate the valency? Write down the electronic configuration, then calculate the valency. Atomic number is 5. So electronic configuration will be 2 in the first shell, 3 in the second shell. So what will be the valency? It will complete its octet. So it will lose 3 electrons. So valency is 3. For second case, atomic number 8. So electronic configuration will be 2, 6. So what will be the valency? It will gain 2 electrons. Valency is 2. In the third case, number of protons are 15, means atomic number is 15. So write down the electronic configuration 2, 8 and 5. So calculate the valency now. It will complete its octet. How? It will gain 3 electrons. So valency is 3. Clear, students? Very easy. You can calculate the valency easily by just writing the electronic configuration. Coming to question number 12th. In this case also A and B, you have to find out the valency of the atom. So how can you find the valency? Write down the electronic configuration first. So in the first case A, electronic configuration is 2 electrons in the first shell, 8 electrons in the second shell, and 8 electrons in the third shell. So the octet is complete already of the outermost shell. So what will be the valency? Valency will be 0. Similarly, calculate for B part. Write down the electronic configuration. What it will be? 2 electrons in the first shell, 7 electrons in the second shell. So the outermost shell has 7 electrons. So what it will be do in order to complete its octet? It will gain 1 electron. So what will be the valency? Valency will be 1. Clear, students? Just remember one thing. Whenever you need to calculate valency, write down the electronic configuration. That would become more easier for you to calculate valency. Okay? So that's it for today. Thank you.